Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the city of Podgorica for the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifying matchup between Montenegro and Germany. Well, we are here in the wonderful nation of Montenegro for this group fixture. The final game for these two teams in the build-up to the FIBA EuroBasket. Well, the outcomes of most teams have been decided. Great Britain now winning their last two games against Germany, and then recently against France, which was just played before this one, while Montenegro came up short against France. We'll finish third in the group. Germany will be a host of the FIBA EuroBasket in 2022. This now is a good chance for both these two teams now to really experiment and try to get one last run and to finish on a high note. Again, these are two wonderful nations and powerhouses when it comes to European and world basketball. Well, of course, Germany, as we mentioned in the group, it's been a bit of a up and down start for them. I mean, knowing that they were going to be a host for the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket, it's been a chance for them to really go out there and try new things. There you can see Robert Benzing is one of the top players in the Basketball Champions League. He will be leading the way for this German team. Well, Zibs there, of course, have now made the shot to tie the game up against Great Britain until it was Luke Nelson who hit the game winner, cementing Great Britain's future in the 2022 FIBA EuroBasket. And now we take a look at the Montenegro national team. And of course, one player to watch out for is that veteran player, Milko Bielica. There you can see Cobbs, of course, the backcourt player with Ivanovic. Nikolic there you can see has been one of the players for them to lead the way from the perimeter shooting. I mean, he's definitely a top player. Well, Milko Bielica only a few seasons ago was playing for Tokyo Alvak in the B-League, the top division in Japanese basketball. There is Nemanja Jurisic. We've seen him time and time again with some of the top teams, such as Falu Ostend. He was also playing for Besiktas Shampo Japan last season in the Basketball Champions League. And now we will stand for the national anthems of these two wonderful nations. Well, the national anthems have been sung of these two wonderful nations, and we are just over 5 minutes away from tip-off, and now we'll get set to introduce our officials for tonight's game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight between Montenegro and Germany for the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifiers. Well, our officials are coming from Spain, Bulgaria, and Poland. From Spain, we have Antonio Conde. From Bulgaria, we have Martin Horozov. And from Poland, we have Wojciech Liszka. Well, there are our three officials, as we mentioned: Antonio Conde, Martin Horozov, and Wojciech Liszka. Well, now we just take a look at the starting lineups of these two teams. And again, I think I'm not sure we're gonna see too much of a change from the way these two teams played their last game. Well, for Montenegro, of course, it was a tough battle in how they went up against France. It was a do-or-die game for them. But they'll want to finish the EuroBasket qualifiers on a strong note. We're going to take a look at now Germany's starting lineup. In the last game, they had Andreas Seifert, Ismet Akpinar, along with Robin Benzing, who's been their best player. Well, Karim Jallow also started with Ubst as well. Well, Mike Zirbes, he will make the starting lineup. Kenneth Ogbe will also come in this one. Karim Jallow, as we've seen already, he will make the Wimberg, along with Seifert, and Halatz will be coming off the bench, along with Christian Sengfelder. Well, of course, the man, Coach Henrik Rodel, very well experienced coach and highly regarded not only in German basketball, but international basketball experiences matter for that. Again, he knows this has been a very interesting group matchup. Wow, for Montenegro, Dino Radoncic, along with Nikola Ivanovic, Nemanja Jurisic, and Fedor Zugic. Now, Milko Bielica, probably their most experienced player. He'll play the power forward role tonight. Expect him to get off from the perimeter. One of the top shooters that we've seen so far in the last few seasons in the Basketball Champions League. Well, Coach Bosko Radovic, of course, a man who knows that this was a very unique situation in which Great Britain went on a run in the last window. It was a tough matchup for them. They had to win against France. They had it very close. They were leading for the majority of the game. It was a last-minute turnaround in the final seconds of the game that saw France solidify their qualification. Montenegro, of course, rich tradition, having played in 3 EuroBaskets, also having featured in the more recent FIBA Basketball World Cup in China back in 2019. Well, you just have to love the way Montenegro play basketball, the way they play the pick and roll and how they get open shots on the perimeter. That'll be a good test for Germany tonight. If we go back to the last time these two teams met, it was actually Montenegro came out with a victory. They won 80-74. They were led by Zoran Nikolic in that game. He had 11 points and 8 rebounds. Germany, they'll want to end on a strong note, that's for sure.
Neki otvorene šuteve, da nastaje sam. Ako bude neki screen 5 za 4, sič. Je okej? Je okej? Slušaj, prvi napad, Nikola. Idemo, one rotate za Đura. Drugi napad, zove ga specijal, slobodno. Napravimo ga Benzinga, znači 5, 4, 5, blok, izađi, 2, 3, napravi Nikola, napravimo ga Benzinga. Ajde! Za Crnu Goru, svi! Ajmo.
Well, Obst, of course, the player for Germany, was the difference in the last time these two teams met. Again, was their top scorer. Jallow there's going to be a big influence tonight, no doubt, for the German national team. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here tonight in Podgorica, the capital of the beautiful nation of Montenegro. It's live. It's a FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualified matchup. Germany take on Montenegro. Don't go anywhere, as we are now set for tip. Tempo will be key in the early stages of this game, and really very interested to see how well they come out in the early stages. No doubt we're going to see Montenegro try and slow things down, get it into the half court and play their style of basketball. While Germany, Zirbes, of course, probably the only foundation back down post player in this game is Milko Bielica, predominantly a shooting power forward from the perimeter, but he will jump this one with Zirbes. Well, the tip is up and business is about to pick up. As Germany now have the first possession here in the early stages. Comes up one screen now, finds Robin Bensley. Bensley lets it go from the perimeter. Well, from the mid-range, excuse me. But again, you're very used to seeing Robin Bensley play that pick and pop situation where he shoots those three-pointers. Well, has him down there, but yeah, decided not to capitalize on that situation. Well, they go down low now to Jurisic. Jurisic up against Benzing. Use the size and the strength. Jurisic goes up, doesn't get it. And now Germany can push down the other end. Jallo goes down, a bit of contact, and he doesn't get the and one, but he will go to the free throw line now with 2 shots. Well, the foul, and you can see, I believe that's going to be called. I think they're going to call that one. I was going to call that on Radoncic, but the camera was actually focusing on Ivanovic. Well, he comes up short. Sorry, it's actually Kenneth Ogbe at the free throw line. My apologies. Well, originally from Munich, Germany, went to Utah Valley for his university basketball, and now currently playing at Broge Bamberg in the Basketball Champions League. So he makes a second free throw. Ivanovic now guided heavily by Kenneth Ogbe. Kicks this one out. Ivanovic now, 6 on the shot clock. He's got to get something going. Bit of contact off the backboard, doesn't get it. Gets his own rebound. Comes a pick and roll now with Bielitsa. Finds him in the lane. Bit of contact now. Gets blocked, but it will count as there was contact made. Well, that's what Milko Bielitsa is good at, setting those screens and just getting to the basket. Now, the ball did make contact with the backboard before the block, so that's why the 2 points have to count. The goaltending was called. Mark Zierbes now looking for a handoff. Benzing thought about taking the three-pointer. Drives in, kicks out, finds Ogbe, 3 in the corner. Got it! Well, Germany get off to a good start from the perimeter from Kenneth Ogbe. And we've seen that time and time again with Broge Bamberg in the Basketball Champions League. Tries a pick and pop now. Bielitsa thought about taking it. Here comes the pick and roll now with Bielitsa. Jurisic now. Another kick out. We're under 6 on the shot clock. Ivanovic now off one screen. He's got to get something going. Puts it behind his back. Ivanovic with a little teardrop. Germany secure the rebound, and now they can push. Ogbe crosses over. A bit of contact. Draws a foul. And that's going to be called on Milko Bielitsa. Well, that's a sweet little crossover there. Forcing Milko Bielitsa to stop the easy layup. Well, he actually was a champion of the German league and the Bundesliga back in 2020, just this recent season, and also won the German Cup. So again, his move to Broge Bamberg definitely allowing him more of a bus driver's role as the foundation player of that team, being the new franchise role for him. Ivanovic now heavily guarded by Karim Jallo. Comes off one screen now, out to Bielitsa. Well, Bielitsa's wide open. Once the ball takes the mid-range shot, a little bit short. Well, Bielitsa was waiting for the pick and pop there at the three-point line, didn't get it. And now he goes to the bench to take a little breather. Well, Simonovic now, he checks into the game for Montenegro. Zivas turns it over and he goes out of bounds, and it will be Montenegro ball. Well, couldn't get a hand, had a little bit of butterfingers on that one. And now Montenegro deal with the pressure. Well, here comes the screen now for Ivanovic with Simonovic. There's one pick, kicks this one out. They get a three-pointer, 3 is up. In and out, can't get it. And now Jallo gets a rebound, and now he can push this one. Benzing thought about taking the three-pointer. Benzic fades away off 1 foot, can't get it. And now Montenegro with Radoncic on the ball to bring this one up. It goes back door now, looking to give it back to Bielan. It's actually Nemanja Đurišić, so Đurišić now will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. A nice little give and go there between Nemanja Đurišić and Ivanovic. And the help side defense just a little bit too slow there from Ismet Akpinar. Well, Nemanja Đurišić now currently playing in the ACB for the Movistar Estudiantes. He started his professional career with Zielona Góra in Poland before playing for Telekom Baskets Bonn, Filua Stan, and then Besiktas Sampo Sagorta. As Robin Benzic from downtown. Well, the big fella will nail those. Yet he is renowned for that perimeter shooting, so he cannot be given any time or space on the ball. All right, turn it over. Now Benzic. Well, why not? Pulls up for another 3. Oh, baby! Robin Benzic! 1, 2, 3, bitte schön. Well, he is taking this game over. Well, he had options, but he thought, I'm taking it from downtown. And he nails it. Robin Benzic, man, trying to pick up the new name of Mr. Clutch. Creating his own style of run and gun Benzic basketball. Nail it, Benzic.
Kažimo preuzmite ovo. Ide ovako. Nikola, aj napravimo tu rotate do kraja, okej? Ajmo, moci. Loše trčimo nazad, brže trči nazad, zaustavljaj. Ovdje ima organizanije. Hajde, me umate, hajde. Za Crnu Goru, svi.
But now Germany getting off to a good start, led by Kenneth Ogbe and Robert Benzic. Akpinar relatively quiet in the early stages, but with the amount of talent he has around him, along with Mark Zivas. Remember, it was Mark Zivas who made that bucket to tie the game up before Luke Nelson made the left-handed scoop finger roll to win the game. Well, Đurišić now on the ball, looking for options, gets a handoff. Comes off one screen now, looking for Nikolic. Bit of contact and can't get the M1, but he will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, Nikola Ivanovic, renowned for coming off so many pick and rolls and causing those problems, just beats Kareem Jallow to the spot. Well, Nikola Ivanovic, originally from here in Podgorica, Montenegro, actually played for AEK Athens. And had a good season in the inaugural year of the Basketball Champions League back in 2016. He makes the second one. Well, those are his first 2 points of the game. Akpinar now gets a handoff. Well, Benzic goes down low to Zivas. Zivas tries to back down against Đurišić. Puts up a tough one, can't get it. Well, Germany get the offensive rebound. Well, the way Benzic is feeling right now, he'd be shooting that now. Goes baseline, reverse layup, beautiful basketball. Well, the assist now coming from Mark Zivas, but great backdoor cut by Kareem Jallow. Well, they went down low, Jallow went baseline. There was the gamble. And that could be a problem for Montenegro. There's the alley-oop time, connects with it. Well, Simonovic, with his size and length, just able to connect with that one. Zivas now looking to give this one up. Suffocating Boldenau defense from Montenegro. 6 on the shot clock now. In the lane. Will try to throw an alley-oop, but make contact with the backboard. Gotta shoot it. end of the shot clock, but it is a 24-second violation. I think he's calling for a foul there, but contact looked good to me. So now Montenegro trailing by 6 points with under halfway to go here in the first quarter. They're going to get back in this one. Ivanovic now comes off one screen. They try the three. The three is up. Three is no good. Simonovic secures the offensive rebound. Jurisic now spins baseline. Now, Nemanja Jurisic going to work. Well, he's now going to go to the free throw line and make a three-point play. I mean, look at this. Simonovic dumps down, spins out baseline. Benzing's got no chance. Well, young players watching in the post. Look at the footwork from Nemanja Jurisic. Robert Benzing picks up the foul. And Mark Zirbis goes to the bench for Germany. Take a little bit of a breather. As Kenneth Ogbe comes back in the game. And I think Germany are going to try and go with a small ball situation against Montenegro. But that's going to be a tough situation with a player like Marko Simonovic in there. Now gives up, and an offensive foul's been called. Well, I'm not sure they called that on. Did they call that on Benzing or Andreas Seifert? So now Montenegro with a chance to possibly tie this game up if they can hit a three-point field goal. Now Germany do have 14 fouls, so any more will send Montenegro to the free throw line. Crosses over, steps back, takes a three-pointer. Doesn't get it, but a foul is going to be called on Jurisic for the push in the back. Well, Jurisic battling with Robert Benzing, pushing now. Well, that's a tough one because it could have been called either way, but it was just a slight push in the back there on the rebound that he's been called for. As Kenneth Ogbe goes to the bench, takes a breather. Well, Benzing now guarded by Simonovic, pulls up in the mid-range. Well, Robert Benzing simply right now cannot miss from the field. Again, he's just such a complicated player to guard because when he's guarded by a player his own size, he's got the ability to take it, but an offensive foul's been called. Now, I wonder if they've called that one. Well, the official has signaled that's been called on Petar Popovic, so he's only just checked in the game. Watch Popovic come off the screen. I'm not sure if that's on Popovic, though. The official did signal number 30, but it looked more like Jurisic got that one. It's Kareem Jallow now goes to the bench for Germany. Well, Hundenau's come into the game to play in the backcourt, along with Jan Zimberg, who's also checked in for the Germans. Well, he has been making it all night long, and finally comes a little bit short on that. Ivanovic now off one screen. Kicks this one out. Simonovic from downtown. Can't get it. Now Germany can push this one. Oh, they almost turned it over. He keeps it alive. Bit of contact now. Goes base on a little jumper. Sweet, sweet move. Well, that is just a simple back down the low block. Seifert there, you can see. Went in with his left hand. Gets his first 2 points of the game. Comes off one screen now. Finds Simonovic. Down low now. Jurisic goes in. Lays that one up. The assist coming from Simonovic. Jurisic just gave a little finger roll off the backboard. In the lane now, another jump hook, and again, well, he is just going to work at the moment. Well, Seifert there, you can see, just enjoying the The matchup with the bigs from Montenegro backing down the low block. And again, right now Popovic, well, Simonovic misses last one. This time he gets it. Well, there's the pick and pop that they wanted. Well, Benzing from no man's land. Oh, my Lord, I thought it went in, but... Well, I was going to say he took that one from the Sudetenland. Shot it over the Rhineland, but we'll go to the bench to take a breather. Well, Robert Benzing is one of those exciting players that just has the ability to change a game. As Halatz now checks in for Germany. Benzing will take a breather. Takes it now, wants to back down the low block. Makes a bit of contact and he gets the and one. Well, that's where you can see Montenegro, led by Ivanovic in the backcourt, trying to change things up a little bit. Well, sees the mismatch. Then you can see a little bit of contact and just drops the teardrop. Well, he makes a three-point play now, and all of a sudden it's a one-point ball game. Ivanovic, 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And look for options, and again, he is 3 for 3 in the low block. Well, he is becoming unstoppable as Andreas Seifert. Ivanovic now. Building confidence. Well, he made his last three-pointer. He makes another one. Well, he is filling it from the perimeter. You can see Marko Simonovic, who we are used to seeing in the low block. All of a sudden gaining confidence. He's 2 for 3 from the perimeter. Seifert now up against Simonovic. Kicks this one out. Now he wants the ball back in the low block. He's made his last three. Can he make it 4 for 4? This time, the long arms of Simonovic stop Seifert from hitting that fourth field goal. Well, now Ivanovic will dribble this one down for the last shot of the first quarter. We're probably going to see a pick and roll here. I wouldn't be surprised to see pick and pop with Simonovic. Well, here comes the screen now. Chiroza found a smart play by Ivanovic because now he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. The foul is on Andreas Seifert. Well, there you can see Simonovic wanted the shot in the three-pointer. Could have got the ball to him, but Ivanovic did a great job there drawing that foul. We think about the experience that this man has had playing in the Balkans and playing for some top clubs, as we mentioned, playing for AEK Athens. Wasn't with them the season that they won the Basketball Champions League, but the year before that, which personally I felt laid down the foundations for AEK's run the following year afterwards. Such a highly regarded point guard, excellent at using the pick and roll. As it makes it 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Well, Germany now with a few seconds. Gonna take this one. Well, nobody stopped him. Oh, but he missed a wide open layup. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, Montenegro lead this one 24-22 over Germany. We'll just show you some stats and some highlights here from the first quarter. There you can see the stats so far from this game. Germany shooting 3 for 5 from the perimeter, led by Robert Benzing, while Montenegro 2 for 6. Both of those coming from Marko Simonovic. Here are some highlights from the first quarter. Now we start the second quarter. It's Montenegro have a 2-point lead. A lot of that coming down to Marko Simonovic and along with Nikola Ivanovic. They turn it over, and now Germany can get on the runs all the way to the basket. Wraparound, can't make it. A loose ball now. Simonovic comes up with it. Now Montenegro can push this one. Popovic now comes off a handoff, pulls up for a long 2-point shot, can't get it. Simonovic gets the offensive rebound, dishes that one off to Nikolic, he lays it up. And that's why Marko Simonovic is out there to come up with those offensive rebounds, also along with his ability to shoot from the perimeter and back down on the low block. Has to step back now, force up a prayer, way off the mark, and now Montenegro could push this one. Well, hesitates in the lane and draws a foul. Gets the first team foul of the quarter against Germany, and that's much, much better. Well, just that slight little hesitation there, it's enough to catch him off guard. He now has to go to the bench, take a breather as Kenneth Ogbe comes back into the game for Germany. Nikolic now getting a handoff. Isolation time now. Kicks this one out. In the middle now, shakes and bakes. They turn it over. And now Germany can push again in transition. Well, not too many options they can go to right now without Benzing on the floor. Crosses over, hangs in the air, but he turns it over. Well, it's interesting when you see, without the likes of Kareem Jallow, Robert Benzing on the court, I mean, that's a situation where Kenneth Ogbe has to be a #1 option on offense. Crosses over now, down the middle. Goes in with a little finger roll, draws a foul. There will be 2 free throws. Well, Germany right now just been exploited on defense. I mean, it's really a lot of one-on-one basketball. I mean, look at this. Down the middle, pump fakes. And that is just a difference at the moment. Servic, you can see they're playing in the backcourt. Marko Simonovic now will go to the bench and take a little bit of a breather as Drobniak will shoot these 2 free throws. But he makes the first one. Well, good chance now for Montenegro to play some of the players. They don't necessarily play as many minutes. He makes it 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, and now Montenegro with a 6-point lead. Good ball movement now. They go down low. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the mid-range jump shot. Doesn't get it. Big time rebound. And now Montenegro will push this one. Well, now 6 on the shot clock. Got to get something going. Wide open for 3 in the corner. Nails it. Well, right now, Montenegro playing with so much confidence. Servic there, you can see just knocking that one down. Uncontested. Ogbe now curls off one screen. Gives this one up. Makes most of the screen now. Has to kick it up. It was a poor pass, but they get the 3 in the corner. In and out. Another big rebound. This is where Montenegro want to keep putting the pressure forward on Germany. Nikolic now gives this one up. Well, he's made 1-3, takes another one in the corner, a little bit short. Oh, follows up. Nobody boxed him out. Nikolic just cleans up, and now Germany have to call timeout. Well, look at this. The shot was in the corner. Got a piece of it, but nobody boxed out Nikolic. Followed that one up.
Wir müssen Foul-Zweifelung machen, okay? Da geht, seid aggressiv. Jungs, wir müssen hinten langsam mal ein bisschen zupassen. Er kann nicht einfach zum Erster zum Ball sein. Wir brauchen jetzt, wir haben eine kleine Line-Up, wir müssen hinten ackern, aber wenn der Ball oben auf dem Ring ist, dann müssen wir auch einsam werden. Come on, Jungs. Kenny, du bringst den Ball. Niklas, du bist hier. Du bist hier. Karim, du bist hier unten, ja? Pass zu Justus. Backscreen. Gucken, ob das geht, okay? Gut täuscht, rein, raus. Wenn nicht da ist, dann wenn nicht da ist, dann kommst du raus. Let's go. Hey, defensiv.
Well, now you can see already Montenegro trying to finish this window on a strong note. I mean, you got to watch the way this team plays basketball. It's just beautiful movement on and off the ball. And the lane now makes a penetration, tries to go up and follows up. Can't get it, goes out of bounds, but it will be Germany ball. Well, baseline ball now. Germany try to get it in. And the lane now kicks out. Well, Sankfelder for three. Can't get it. The tip in, no good. Another rebound by Montenegro. Trying to make the penetration now. There's the pick and roll. They got the ball to him in the corner. Good ball movement. Well, Nikolic has to step back. Three in the corners, made one already. Doesn't get it, but another offensive rebound by Montenegro. Another kick out. This is what you got to love about Montenegro's offense. So patient. They get the best shot. Hangs in the air now. Off the backboard. He can't get it. Sankfelder with a rebound. Three in the corner from Sankfelder. Can't make this one. They secure the rebound, and now Montenegro will try to get out on the run. In the lane now, another kick out. Well, they've had a few good options there. You can see they really are patient. Nikolic tries to back down, draws a double team. Wide open look, the three is up. No good. Another offensive rebound, and nobody boxed him out. Well, Cubs, again, you can see probably not going to feature in this game. Well, without Robert Benzing on the floor for Germany, they don't really have that main go-to franchise player for them. When I say franchise player, I mean the one player you put the ball in the hands of to get a bucket for you. Off of Montenegro, it's just every player is almost like a cog in the machine. They know the motions, how to run the pick and roll, but they also know how to get good shots for each other. That's just down to having the highest intelligence in the game of basketball. Another steal here. Ivanovic now looking to come off one screen. Nikolic looking for a handoff. Popovich now looking for the contact, pulls up from 15 feet. Can't get it. Giallo with a rebound, and now Germany in desperate need of some inspiration, but turn it over yet again. Now what do we have in transition? We got a bit of takeoff, but he lays it up. It's now a 15-point lead to Montenegro. Down low to Zirbis. Zirbis tries a jump hook, doesn't get it. And now we'll try and get into the half court. So Germany right now struggling for baskets. Oh, splits the defense, puts up a little floater, and he gets it to drop. Oh, Ivanovic is playing for an MVP right now as he gives Montenegro a 17-point lead. Well, he has 9 points so far this evening. Pulls up from the mid-range, nothing but net, and that's exactly what Germany needed as Akpinar tucks that one away. Those are his first 2 points of the game. He's been relatively quiet. Hasn't been really looking too much to score in this game. Comes off one screen now, pulls up in the mid-range, takes a long one, nothing but net. Well, that is just simply hard to guard. It's Popovich there. Just found a little bit of time and space off the screen. Akpinar tries another shot, doesn't get the roll in it. Montenegro with a rebound, and now they can push. Popovich now comes off one screen, looking to go all the way. Lost control, he turned it over. That's one thing you don't usually see with the Montenegro basketball players. I mean, they're just so fundamentally excellent. Just a slight little touch from behind from Kenneth Ugbe. I think the officials just want to review that one to see did it come off of Popovich. Probably just trying to see if that was a 2 or a 3-pointer actually from the shot from Akpinar. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you think about the way this game is going for Montenegro right now, I mean, they've just been able to move the ball around and absolutely wear down the German defense and get those open looks. Right now, the officials just discussing, trying to review some of the recent plays. I think either to clarify this shot here from Akpina. There you can see there was a three-pointer. I think the overall play is what we assume is, did that come off of Popovic? Or did that come off a German hand? I think that did come off Popovic. I'm interested to see what the decision is right now. I think he's called play back. Well, actually, it is going to be German ball, so the review has been completed. Well, Benzing now is checked back into the game for Germany. Benzing now tries to go baseline, spins around, fakes. Bit of contact, no foul called. And now Montenegro will push this one. Now Popovic with just over 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Montenegro leading by 17 points. Ivanovic comes up one screen. Bit of a bump, puts up a little teardrop and a little tip back dunk in. And that is just how it's gone so far this evening. Montenegro, again, just playing how they want. Foul has been called. This foul is going to be called on Ivanovic for a little reach in there. And you love the sportsmanship, like raising his hand to acknowledge the call. Well, now Kenneth Ogbe stepping up big time there for Germany. And that's what they need. They just need a little bit of inspiration with a bit of throwdown. Well, he now has 8 points in the game. Ivanovic now throws it down. What a pass, good ball movement. Well, the three is up in the corner. They don't get it. Mike Ziebis does not take many shots from that angle. Akpina now pulls up in mid-range again. This time tucks it away. And Germany now with 1:32 to go here in the first half. Cut it down to a 15-point ball game. And Montenegro now calls timeout. Watch Akpina loving that off the dribble jump shot.
Predzanje ću reći tamo. Opet, pričajte. Gdje su, Zoki, ja kažem, raširi se, kontroliši reket. Šta ideš, sad ćemo stiri bez 7 metara. Kontroliši reket. Zapeo Popa, ti to skidaš tamo reket. Ne, hajde, hajde. Momci, imamo 2 faula još do bonusa. Nemoj da prijemo bre neke lagane pojene da je daju ovako. Hajmo je. Druga stvar, opet, rekli smo, ako ga čuva Akpinar, novo post, ako ne, regularan zip izvemo rogoj. Ajde razmišljajte u piću. Igramo jedan, ajme zrtnimo jedan.
Well, Coach Bosco, of course, probably trying to tell his players, make sure we don't get too complacent and keep playing our game, which is move the ball, come off the pick and rolls, and get those open shots from the perimeter. A bit of full court pressure now from Germany, trying to get him caught in the double team. He just deal with it very well now. Simonovic dishes off. Bit of contact, no foul called. Jurisic just fighting for it. Secures a Montenegro ball on the baseline. Doesn't use a screen, but he draws a foul on Kenneth Ogbe. Now Montenegro get into the dribble handoff situation, and there comes the pick and roll with Simonovic. This baseline now down the middle, pushes off, gotta be an offensive foul. Well, they've caught it on Nemanja Jurisic. Watch Jurisic right here. Pushes him with his left arm. It's a good call by the officials. Well, Germany now cutting it down to a 13-point ball game. Zach Pinard just starting to believe in himself. He now moves up to 6 points. He's 3 for 3 from the field. Jurisic looking for a handoff. Finds Popovic now. He's going to go pick and roll with Simonovic. Popovic in with a little hook shot. He can't get it. Benzing with a rebound. Wait, turns it over in the lane now. Now, what do we have? They caught an offensive foul. Well, that's an interesting call. Well, here was a turnover. Lost the ball right there. Slight little push with his right arm. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a very, very tough call. So now Germany with a chance to chip into the deficit yet again. It's Kenneth Logbe. Akpina is on fire right now. Finds the Mike Zivas. Zivas goes up. Oh, he missed again. Gets his own rebound. Second time, puts it up. No good. And now Montenegro. So another silly foul. Ivanovic called it for an unsportsmanlike on the floor. But he'll now go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Oh, now things are getting a little bit heat, so the officials need to step in and calm this down. Well, excellent work by the officials to step in the middle there. Things were getting a little bit tense. Well, obviously, of course, both teams very competitive, wanted to win this game. As Dino Radoncic and Akpina faced off there. I think it was Akpina, I think it was actually, but I think the officials now, well, credit to our officials for doing a great job of stepping right in the middle of that and stopping it from escalating. Antonio Conde, Martin Harazov, and Wojciech Liszka doing an excellent job there. So easy for these situations to escalate and to get a little bit nasty, but again, you can't fault the competitive nature of these two teams and playing with desire and passion. And you know what? These things happen. Players can sometimes let the emotions get the best of him, but again, credit to Antonio Conde, Martin Harazov, and Wojciech Liszka for avoiding that from escalating any further. And now they will have an official review and try to make a decision. Now, there's Radoncic coming together with Akpina. Robert Benzing there, just trying to push him away. So here you can see Radoncic walks over. That's a tough one because two players playing very well in this game. Akpina just getting into it. Again, of course, something had happened between those two. I'm not quite sure what happened before that, whether something was said or coming together. Well, here you can see right now. So Radoncic is called for an unsportsmanlike foul. Akpina holds his hands up. Something must have been said right there. Just to coming together. And you can see the officials very quick. Good reaction from the officials to break that up, to stop it from escalating any further. Now the question will be is what decision do the officials take on this matter? Will it be a double technical? Will one player have to go? My only concern is Now Radonjic does go walking in with his forehead. He does make that contact first, so be a big loss because he's such a fantastic player. Be such a shame if he has to leave the game because of this, but I think that's the review. They want to see if it's an unsportsmanlike foul because, yeah, he does trip him over, so I wouldn't be surprised right there if Akpinar does get called for the unsportsmanlike. But question is, Radonjic is the first one to walk over in that confrontation. So the unsportsmanlike foul has been called. Now I wonder if they have called that on Akpinar. So yeah, they've called that one on Akpinar for the trip up. Now, I wonder if that is Radonjic done for the night. No, that's an excellent job there. Because both sets of officials, instead of ejecting anybody, getting rid of any player, 2 unsportsmanlikes, and we're going to continue playing now with 6.6 to go here in the second quarter. So Radonjic is still in the game. Great job by Antonio Conde, Martin Harazov, and Wojciech Lischka, our officials for tonight's game. Is now Nikolic, Ivanovic will step up and shoot these 2 free throws. Well, Nikola Ivanovic now hitting both free throws. He now moves up to 15 points in the game. He's had a very, very good shooting night. Well, now a few seconds left. Akpinar looks like he's going to go all the way. Little floater, doesn't get it, but another foul's been called. No, I think they've counted the basket, I think. I think when Simonovic tried to block it. So here's Akpinar with the drive. Watch Simonovic touch the backboard. Great call. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, Montenegro in charge of this one, 45-32 over Germany in the last game for these 2 teams here in the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifiers, live here in Podgorica in the wonderful nation of Montenegro. We'll show you some stats and some highlights here from the first half. Well, Montenegro, of course, 3 for 12 from downtown, 12 for 12 from the free throw line. Germany 10 for 24 from within the rainbow, only 3 3-point field goals. They are being out-rebounded 22-15, as Montenegro do have 3 assists more than the Germans and 1 more steal. Ivanovic leading the way. Ice at 50 is actually 13, followed up by Marko Simonovic and Nemanja Jurisic. Akpinar leading the way for Germany. Here are some highlights from the first half. Well, Milko Bielitsa started this game. Hasn't featured too much there. You can see Robert Benson kicking this one out. Finding Kenneth Vogbe, who nailed that one from downtown. 1 of the 3 3-point field goals for Germany. The other 2 coming from Robert Benson so far. Well, the big man letting it fly from the perimeter. And in transition, nailing the tray ball. There was the alley-oop now connected by Marko Simonovic. Jurisic spins out, simply unstoppable. It's been that kind of even so far, and you can see that Jurisic taking that one to the rack. Also, Simonovic showing his perimeter ability. Ivanovic backing down, getting the M1 play. Well, there you can see Savage. He did not feature in the last couple of games so much. Now just coming off the bench and hitting a few perimeter shots. That was the block, but watch here the follow-up. Nobody bossed out Nikolic. Again, kicking that one out. Savage hitting a few three-point field goals this evening for Montenegro. Didn't get the drop in that one, but the follow-up by Nikolic. Nobody boxed him out.
Great pressure being applied here from Romania. Here goes Sochan, dunks all over him. 17 years of age, so what? Age is just a number, talent is everything. Nice work initially from Balcharovsky, and a great support play from Sochan.
Ankles Keller now look for a handoff. There goes the pick and roll. Keller, another dish off. Oh, baby! Same result. Oh, Philip Poverty went in with a two-handed jam there. You can see the beautiful bounce pass and the throwdown. I mean, look at this. They make it look easy.
Here come Georgia, looking for a quick score and playing a bit of volleyball on defense. Finland bat it away. There's the block from Madsen.
It'll be 2.6 seconds as Dimitrijevic fires it up and it's good! What a shot from Dimitrijevic! North Macedonia with the lead on the heave at three-quarter time. And Mason, no reaction. And something away. Lane throws it high. They've got the lob! Wide open, great execution for Estonia. The lob worked to perfection. Look at this, pinpoint pass. Beautiful. Lana just threw it to perfection, didn't he?
da koristimo bonus. Igramo pametno napad u Pope. Kad ima, nije nikakav problem. Kad nema, nećemo na silu. Jer okej? Idemo prvi napad da postavimo corner side. Pop na loptu, a ti izađi preko, pa opet i onda dođi u...
Well, welcome back now, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of this FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualified matchup between Montenegro, the hosts here in the city of Podgorica, against Germany. Well, this is now the final matchup here for these two teams in the build-up to the FIBA EuroBasket. Who's going to come out victorious? So far, Montenegro leading the way in this game. Well, Zubas has been very quiet so far. See, Benzi came out like a house on fire, but has really kind of struggled so far in the second quarter. Marcus Simonovic, he will match up with Mark Zubas. Puts up a mid-range jump shot, tucks that one away. Akpinar, again, now growing more and more confidence in that jump shot as he now moves up to 8 points. Cuts it down to 11-point ball game. Comes up one screen now, kicks this out. Why not? Pulls the trigger. Popovic from downtown, nails it. Well, Jurisic and Bielitsa start on the bench, so Nikolic along with Simonovic, Popovic, and Ivanovic will take up the court. Savage as well. Oh, what a shot! Well, Akpinar, it's come out like a house on fire now. Well, he's got that feeling right now. Anything he takes comes off the dribble. He's going to make it everything. Well, he now moves up to 13 points. Popovic off one screen. Kicks this one out to Ivanovic. Now here comes the pick and roll with Simonovic. Pulls up from the mid-range now, tucks that one away. And again, you just gotta love the way Montenegro play that half-court basketball. It's just so tough to guard from the mid-range. I mean, he's got that step back, just so quick and efficient. Well, Benzing's made 2 threes. Robert Benzing can't get that one. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Montenegro ball with 8:41 to go here in the third quarter. Comes off one screen now, looking for options. Fades away in the lane, can't get it. Benzing with a rebound, and now Germany, trailing by 13, will try to push this one. Benzing, time, space, takes it, doesn't get it. Well, a tip back in there by Kenneth Ugbe. Well, Kenneth Ugbe and Broge Bamberg, they're going for that second chance point. All right, turn it over now as Kareem Jallow comes up with a loose ball. Jallow now looking for someone ahead of him, throws it down to the Zerbs, and again, great hands by Nikolic. Forcing a turnover. Nikolic cross court, they get an open look in the corner, doesn't take the three. Boy, slows that one down. I guess trying to play to their strengths. Right in the face of Benzing, can't get it. Zubas with a rebound. And now Akpinar will slow this one down for Germany. Zubas now looking for the behind the back handoff with Akpinar. Guarded by Popovic. I think he stepped out of bounds in that one, so it will be a turnover. Oh, the carrying violation, I think. So another turnover to Germany. Comes off one screen now, looking for options. Well, Simonovic from mid-range doesn't get this one. In the lane, Zerbis tries to goes up, and he lays that one up. Puts a little lob up and he gets fouled to go to the free throw line. So now will be 2 free throws too. Ivanovic tries to get one quick one in, but that will not count. Germany now have cut this down to a 9-point ball game. Comes off one screen now, Akpinar, and I think they're going to call the foul is going to be called on Ivanovic for the reach in. Well, now Akpinar with 13 points. Now, where's the foul being called this time? They called this one on Petar Popovic, I believe. Well, Montenegro now picking up 2 team fouls in the very quickly. Well, I think it's a drag right there. It's Popovic just dragged onto Zirbas. Well, Benzing misses last 2, misses another one, and he's gone cold from the perimeter. Well, Simonovic looking for a handoff. Simonovic turns it over, and now Karim Jallo comes up with a loose ball, and he can push this one. Down low, finds Zirbas. Zirbas goes up. Oh, goes in and out, can't make it. And now Popovic secures a rebound, and now Montenegro. Again, you don't see them try to force it too much in transition. They like to be very patient in their setups. As now Ivanovic will go pick and roll with Nikolic. Nikolic now comes up with the ball. Gets rejected by Zirbas, and now Germany will try to capitalize in the lane. Finds Zirbas. Again, that's one thing about Germany is they just can't get the transition game going. Zirbas now backs down against Nikolic. Draws a foul, and that's now the 3rd team foul for Montenegro. I think Nikolic and Zirbas, they need to be separated. Well, it's a mismatch there because you can see Nikolic reaches in, and there was a second reach. I think he felt that when Zirbas did the spin out, followed through with his elbow, but watch the rejection here. Said, not in my house. Get out of here. Well, Jallo now lost the ball and felt like he got swiped at, but Savage now will inbound the ball. Pulls up for a quick 3, doesn't get it. Jallo with a big rebound now. He's gonna have to take this one. Well, the follow-up there. Now you can see much better play there from Germany, going in for those second chances. Well, Popovic now comes off one screen, tries to use another one in the lane, finds a big fella, turns around, kicks out, good ball movement. Nikolic, gotta make it, doesn't get it. Well, it was a great build-up. Turns around now. Well, Seyfert is just going to work, and all of a sudden, cut down to single digits again. Well, it already was, and now it's a 7-point ball game in Germany, making that comeback. And now Montenegro have to call timeout. I mean, look at the back down. This has been happening all night. There's a mismatch. Spins around. Look at the soft touch. The jump hook with the left. Well, Nikolic, again, having to play that power forward spot, but with players such as Benzing and Safer becomes a mismatch for them.
Odbog živi, ništa ne možemo braniti. Znači, ne branimo, nula branimo sve. Hajmo malo, evo. Hajmo tamo pametnije rešenje. Momci, znate kako kreću gluposti. Ne uzdeš jedan šut, pa ne uzdeš drugi šut, pa napraviš ti tamo. I onda u kontra i to. Čovječe, može ih od jedan put kao predstavljamo da igramo i oba prati. Ajmo malo. Treba na koša, treba na koša. Idemo jedan iz uručenja. Zoki, iz uručenja. Arko, koji spreman igraš.
Well, here comes the double team now, but Montenegro take care of it. Well, their 19-point lead now has been cut down to just 7 points, so this has to be a big response from them. Ivanovic now looking to go pick and roll. Or the shot clock now. Foul's been called, but it's on the ground, so it's only the second team foul for Germany. Right, turn it over, and now Germany can cut this down. Oh, baby! Went coast to coast. Holatz came up with a big steal, and he's going to put a bit of a throwdown time. Well, those are his first 2 points of the game, and what a time to put your mark on this one. Germany now within touching distance, 5 points. Popovic kicks out. Jurisic three, corner, doesn't get it. Another offensive rebound by Montenegro. Well, that's been a big problem so far this evening for Germany, is the fact that Montenegro have dominated the offensive rebounds. Now Jurisic backs down. Well, gets triple team, fades away out of bounds. Nemanja Jurisic gets the touch on the fadeaway. And that is simply why he's one of the top players from Montenegro. Well, we've seen it time and time again in the Basketball Champions League. I mean, this year he's doing it for the Movistar Estudiantes. Akpinar now slows this one down. We're under 10 on the shot clock. Comes off one screen, pulls up. He's been hot. Oh, my Lord. Akpinar is simply on fire. He has lightened this arena up off the dribble. Second time. It's good. Well, Popovic now off one screen, throws it up, and he connects with the alley-oop. Well, we've seen it time and time again. Popovic threw it up. I mean, look at this. Says, hey, go fetch and throw it down. Kareem Jallow now comes up one screen, looking to go pick and pop, finds Safer, and Safer simply unstoppable. I mean, he loves that little turnaround jump hook with the left hand. Well, he now moves up to 12 points. He's only missed one shot from tonight. Blocking foul has been called. Well, I mean, if you need to check the Wi-Fi connection, just ask Popovic, because he makes a connection, and Nikolic throws it down. And now Ivanovic gives this one up to Sejovic. And now we got 10 on the shot clock now. Goes pick and roll with Nikolic. Kicks out, deep three. Got it! Big time shot! And he puts Montenegro back up by 7 points. Nemanja Jurisic has come ready to play. That's his first three-point field goal of the game. He now moves up to 12 points. Jallow now looks like he's going to go baseline, spins around. Jallow in and around, and he gets the and one. Well, Kareem Diallo's going to go to the free throw line now to make a three-point play. Well, Diallo made the spin out, pump fakes in and around, splits both defenders. Just kisses that one off the glass as Marko Simonovic comes back into the game. Well, Kenneth Vogbe at Broj Bamberg, he's going to check back in as well for Germany just to give him that extra option. Well, Germany seemed out of an Akpinar, who's been their best perimeter shooter. He'll take a breather. And now Montenegro with a 5-point lead with just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. Trying to build a bit more momentum now. Ivanovic gives us off. Well, Simonovic shouldn't be left too wide open by Seifer because we know that he can shoot the ball now. Kicks this one out. Three is in the corner. And Montenegro starting to light it up here in the third quarter. Well, the kick out three-pointer finding Radoncic. Well, they go back up by 8 points now. Seifer now looking for a handoff. Gets it to Kenneth Vogbe. Back to the big fella, pump fakes. Puts up another tough one. Doesn't get, that's only a second miss of the night. So 7 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. So if Germany can get a stop here, they can get one more shot. But right now, Montenegro, a few seconds on the shot clock now. Crosses over. Now it hits the foot. So that's not a bad play now because now Montenegro will get the ball back with nothing on the shot clock and 10 left here in the third quarter. Ivanovic does well. It dribbles off the foot of Kenneth Vogbe. So now they're going to make that change. Sankfelder comes back in. The Seifer, they don't want him to get in even more foul trouble as he's been one of their more dominant post players. As Drobniak now looks to inbound it. Finds Ivanovic. Tries a lob. Simonovic off the backboard, can't get it. Now, Germany with a bit of time here. Crosses over, no foul called. Well, great defense there by Ivanovic. And at the end of the third quarter, Montenegro holding on to an 8-point lead here over Germany here in the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifiers. Last matchup for these two teams here. Well, there was Nikolic in the lane, getting rejected by Mark Zibas. Well, just denying him the early lunch. Yeah, the follow-up by Koskami and him from Sankfelder. But look at this throwdown time. Taking that one. Well, the last quarter for these two teams here in the FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifiers. Germany will be hosting the tournament. They had already booked their place prior to these qualification rounds. Well, Jurisic now looking for a handoff. Well, has to take a Hail Mary three, and well, he took that one from no man's land. Well, he crossed that one from Italy into the Adriatic Sea and landed it here in Podgorica. Well, he now moves up to 20 points. Under the basket's got to go up with it, follows up and gets a tip back. Well, Wimberg there you can see keeping it within single digits, and this is what Germany needs. Well, they've got Kenneth Vogbe in the game along with Robert Bensley, but do they have enough now? Jurisic, he'll try a Hail Mary three, and man, yeah, Jurisic hits his second tray ball of the night. Well, it's the same story now. Montenegro just letting it go from downtown. Well, the foul has been called. Jurisic 2 for 4 from the perimeter, moves up to 15 points. Well, in the lane, fades away, gets it to drop. Well, again, now keeping it to a 10-point ball game. Germany can't afford for Montenegro to get any more open looks from downtown. Jurisic now getting a handoff. Well, they almost turn it over. That's going to be a backcourt violation. So great defense by Germany. Well, a deep three, he can't get it. Tries to follow up with an offensive rebound. He can't get it now. Montenegro with numbers in transition. Ivanovic is going to slow this one down now. In the lane now, puts up a love pass, can't get it. Still now, Akpinar can push this one. Well, he has Robert Benzik to his left, but doesn't see him. Goes down the middle now, bit of contact, has to kick it out. Akpinar has been on fire, and it rims in and out. It was a close look, but well, that was a very, very good look for Germany from the perimeter, and probably in the hands of their best shooter, but wasn't able to knock that one down. Now Jurisic back out to Ivanovic now. He's been the most dangerous player in this game. Back out, Nemanja has made 2 3-pointers. Doesn't get this one. Benzik with a rebound. In the lane now, Akpinar tries to go off the backboard, tries a wild shot. Well, Simonovic took about 3 steps there, but he didn't have control of the basketball. So, again, a totally legal play there. Now Ivanovic, Montenegro with a 10-point lead with under 7 minutes to go. Ivanovic now looking to isolate. We're under 7 on the shot clock, and then again, a foul's being called. It's going to be the first team foul on Germany, so it's not a bad foul, but the problem was there was only a few seconds left of the shot clock, so Montenegro will get it back with 14. Well, Akpinar had no choice but to foul him. Not really too much in it. So it's a regular foul. Drobniak now goes to the bench, and Popovic comes back in for Montenegro. Oh, an offensive foul's been called. Benzik now tries to go to the basket, throws up a circus shot. Now the question is, was he fouled in the process, or was he fouled on the ground? Well, no arguments from Simonovic. The foul's right there, so that would be very interesting if they're going to deem that a shooting foul. But the argument you could make is that he was in the process of going to the basket, so I'll have to agree with the official, and that's a good call. Benzie makes the first free throw. Well, he doesn't make the second free throw. Benzie now up to 9 points. He had 2 3-point field goals in the first quarter, along with the 1 jump shot, but again, hasn't been really looking too much to score since being in. In the lane now, kicks out. Jurisic has made a few tonight, doesn't make this one. Benzie with a rebound. And now Germany with a chance to push. Senkfelder spins around, goes in with a jump hook, and Christian Senkfelder going to work. Well, again, Germany got it back to within 7 points, but watch this by Senkfelder. Transition, spins around. Look at the spin on that bad boy. Well, another foul has been called, and that's now the second team foul for Germany here in the fourth quarter. Nikolic is just such a tough post player, along with Simanovic, but Ivanovic, just such a great player to watch in the backcourt, how he controls the tempo. Good ball movement now. They get a 3 in the corner. Popovic tucks it away, and he puts Montenegro back up by 10 points. Well, if they can keep shooting the ball the way they are from the perimeter, it could be that night to finish this window off on a high note. Benzie now throws up a wild one, gets his own rebound. Pumps around, fakes. Oh, he's got to make it. Can't finish. Try to pump fake, pulls up in the mid-range, tries a third shot. In and out, still can't get it. Ogba with a rebound. Benzie tries a fourth time lucky. Wow, Robert Benzie. How many attempts did he take to finally get the shot off? He now goes 3 for 8 from downtown. And another foul there. That's now the 14th foul from Germany. So, well, Popovic is just such a nightmare to guard because he's such a fantastic basketball player. Well, he almost turns it over now. Ogbe comes up with it, but he's got numbers. Pump fakes, dish it off. Senkfelder's got to go up. And now it's back to a 5-point ball game. And Montenegro with 4:33 to go. Have to call timeout as Germany keep coming back at them. Well, Simanovic too casual with Senkfelder with a little. Well, Germany now putting on the full court pressure, but Montenegro have no problem in breaking the full court press down. Ivanovic with the ball in his hand gives this one up to Popovic. Here comes the pick and roll now with Nikolic now, a few seconds. Pulls up, deep 3. Oh, baby! I mean, look what it means to him. This guy is playing for an MVP. Well, that was just a tough shot. right at the end of the shot clock, and it's back up to an 8-point ball game. Benzing now gets a handoff. Well, here's the mismatch. You give this one up to Akpinar. They go down low now, guided by Jurisic. Benzing spins around, fades away. Robert Benzing gets the and one, and he's going to go back to the free throw line now to make that one a 3-point play. Watch this on Benzing. Turns around on Jurisic, throws up a prayer, gets it, and gets the and one. Well, Robert Benzing now being one of the top players for Casademon Zaragoza, having some great years in the Basketball Champions League. Makes the 3-point play. And we're back to a 5-point ball game. Well, now that's a problem for Germany. It's their 4th team foul. Well, both teams now 1 foul away from putting each other in the penalty. I think they're going to call the foul off the screen, I believe. So we'll be sideline ball to Montenegro. Well, Ivanovic has been the best player. Almost lost his dribble now. 6 on the shot clock. Ivanovic, what's he got in the magic books? Puts it up. Oh, my Lord! This guy is unreal. Well, he is thinking anytime he shoots the ball, he's going to make it. 26 points in the game. 3 for 5 from downtown. I mean, simply unstoppable. Akpinar now hesitates, pulls up in the mid-range, puts the shot up way off the mark. And now Montenegro just need to slow this one down. No need to rush it. They have an 8-point lead and we're under 3 minutes to go here. Comes off one screen now, looking for a handoff, gets to Ivanovic. And an offensive foul's been called. Well, I'm not sure they've called that one on. Well, if I'm correct, looks to me like they've called that one on Zoran Nikolic, I believe. I'm not sure where the contact was, but something the officials seen that we haven't. Down low to Benzing now. Benzing backs down against Jurisic. Tries another fadeaway off the backboard, doesn't get it. And again, Montenegro just need to slow this one down. With 2:25 to go here in the 4th quarter, they lead by 8 points in the final game here in the FIBA EuroBasket Qualifiers. Well, Ivanovic, again, has been simply deadly from the perimeter, especially off this pick and roll. Puts it behind his back. Kicks this one out. Big 3. Well, they don't get it. Benzing with a rebound, and now Germany with 2 minutes, trailing by 8 points. Benzing looking to take on Jurisic. Tries a backdoor pass. Another kick out. Big 3. Gotta make it. Nails it! Well, Vinberg stepping up big time. Well, it's a shootout right now between these two teams. And Montenegro still with the advantage. Remember, any foul from either team will send them to the free throw line. It's Popovic now on the ball. Popovic now in the lane. Throws it down low. Kicks out. Pulls up in the mid-range. Doesn't get it. Well, Jurisic with the offensive rebound, but I think he stepped out of bounds. So Germany will get the ball back with 1:27 to go. As they trail by 5 points. Well, Jurisic does so well to fight for a rebound, but just steps out of bounds right there. Very unlucky. And now what is Germany going to go for here? They're going to go for another 3-pointer. Backs down now, takes a tough one, gets rejected. Well, Zoran Nikolic said, not in my house, not in Podgorica. Defending the home court right now. And now Ivanovic, Mr. Automatic on the ball. Comes off one screen, uses another one, kicks out. He doesn't take the 3-point shot. This time he does. Nails it! Well, that might be good night, Montenegro. I mean, he stepped up. Radoncic. I mean, look at this. In the corner. One dribble. Step back. Right there. Lakunac, Montenegro. That one is for you. Also now Germany, I think they're going to review if it's a three-pointer or a two-pointer. I think the officials just want to see if his foot was on the line or not. Well, it's tough to see from that angle, but that would have been the better angle, but the camera does go above his feet there, but it's very tough to... I think it is a two-pointer, to be honest. I mean, if it isn't, it's got to be like a millimeter of a spot. That, to me, looks like a two-point shot. But the officials now have a very, very big decision to make. What are they going to decide? We're going to have to find an angle that enables him to see the three-point line where he took the shot from. Well, they've gone with the three-pointer, so it is an 8-point lead. So now Germany have to be very quick here. Akpinat looking to come off one screen. There's a quick three-pointer. Nails it. 5-point ball game. Well, again, no need to foul from Montenegro, but try and come up with a steal if they can. But Montenegro, again, just going to wear this one down. There comes the double team in the lane, down low. Oh, it gets rejected, but it goes out of bounds, so it will be it will be Montenegro ball. So now Montenegro must foul. So Akpinat was standing out of bounds when he got knocked. And now we got another timeout as these two teams want to talk it over yet again.
Zonenpresse aus dem Einwurf. Ja? Wir doppeln. Die werden jetzt irgendein Play aufmalen. Der Ball wird hier hinkommen oder hier hinkommen. Okay? Das ist Niklas. Okay? Das hier ist Chris. Chris, du bist hier. Niklas ist hier. Robin, du bist hier. Der Ball geht hier in die Ecke. Sofort doppeln. Karim, du bist hier und musst gucken, dass hier kein einfacher Korb geht. Ja? Du bist für das verantwortlich. Robin, du musst oben abfangen. Easy, du hast den Rücken, kein Foul. Okay? Wenn der Ball hier oben hinkommt, dann doppelt ihr zwei. Kein Foul, oder? Okay? Wenn wir faulen müssen, dann doppelt Foul.
So now if you're Germany, you want to try and come up with a quick steal if you can, but if you can't, you got to foul them. Trailing by 5 points with 20 seconds left. Montenegro with the ball in their hands. They're going to have to come up with something completely spectacular. Well, here comes the double team now. Popovich gets fouled, so then they'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, he makes the first one, puts him up by 6. Well, if you're Germany, you just got to get the ball up the court as quick as you can. You have to go for a three-pointer now. 0 time left, 14.3 seconds. Makes it 2 for 2. And they're going to call timeout to try and draw something up very quickly.
Karim, du bist der den Backscreen stellt, ja? Robin, du bist die Erste, der Fünfer, okay? Chris ist der Zweite, ja? Niklas, okay? Backscreen für 4, okay? Dann hier raus, Robin, Handoff, Fake, attackieren. Das hier ist... Oben, guck, dass du einziehen kannst hier. Robin, du gehst direkt zum Korb, versuch Dreier zu machen. Ja.
So now Germany's got to pick something up very, very quickly. Now if they do score it, they got to try and come up with a steal because the time's so short. This is mission impossible right now. Well, again to Benzing now. Benzing's got to be quick. Benzing pump fakes. Goes in the lane, makes a bit of contact, doesn't get it. Montenegro secure the rebound. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here in Podgorica. But at the end of this one, Montenegro 82, Germany 75. The FIBA EuroBasket 2022 qualifiers ends for these two teams. Germany will host it. Montenegro played fantastic basketball, but in the end they came up short. They will not be going to the EuroBasket because Germany and Great Britain will be joining Germany. Well, credit to Montenegro's style of basketball and their players. I mean, they're such a fantastic team. The future will always be bright for them. It was a very, very complex ending to this group. Well, lost in the last round to Great Britain by more than the original victory they had over them. It was the head-to-head they didn't want. But at the end of this game, you can see Montenegro shot 50% from within the rainbow, 44% from downtown, 100% from the free throw line. Well, Germany just a little too short from the perimeter, also being out-rebounded 38-31. And again, you can see Montenegro 17 assists for Germany's 9. Well, Ivanovic, for me, was just unbelievable. 26 points, followed up by Nemanja Jurisic. And Popovich chipping 10. Akpinal leading the way for Germany. It was that kind of name. Well, here are some highlights from the game. Well, there you can see Ivanovic was just unbelievable in this game. Then Benzing started out like a house on fire, but just wasn't able to replicate the same success in the second half. I mean, had a good game in the end, but Akpinal, obviously the best player for this German national team. I'll watch here by the rejection from Zibas. Well, it was that kind of evening in the end. You can see both these two teams wanted to finish on a high note. Nikolic there with the alley-oop. Credit to both of them for playing a very high-tempo style of basketball. And in the end, you can see that wasn't enough for Germany to try and get back in this one. Jurisic hitting the big-time three. But, I mean, in the fourth quarter, Montenegro stepped up and hit some big-time three-pointers. Well, Benson backing down. They got the M1 fading out of bounds. And, you know, Germany did scratch the surface and come very close, but just wasn't enough. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here. Group G is wrapped up. France will end on top of the group, followed up by Great Britain. Montenegro, even though they finished third, will not qualify for the EuroBasket. We thank you, and we look forward to seeing them in the FIBA World Cup qualifiers coming up afterwards. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the EuroBasket qualifiers for Group G are finished. For now, it's good night from FIBA.